Hey guys, Kurisu-San here, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So today, I'm going to be going over the sad truth about Voretards. The sad thing is that a lot of Voretards, say that what they're into is not cannibalism. That's kind of the sad part. They generally believe that somehow eating someone whole and digesting them is not considered cannibalism. Now let's say that VORE was real. Let's say in a worst case scenario, VORE was something that was possible, it was real, it was something that could be physically achieved in the real world. What do you think would happen? Well, a lot of these Voretards would probably go out and actually vore people, / they would actually want to get vored by people. Depends on, if you're predator or prey or whatever, in that sort of kink, vore top, vore bottom, basically same stuff. So basically what would end up happening is that you would have like widespread cannibalism essentially around the world because of all these weird Voretards trying to vore other people and voring people, And that's kind of like the thing about it. Like if this kink was real, I guarantee you that the majority of Voretards, at least a good percentage of them, like even if it's like 20-30% of them, would probably actually go and do it like IRL, like or at least attempt to do it. And that's kind of the thing. Like I generally believe that would happen. Like I have talked to Voretards like in my comment section that said that they actually that they want to get eaten. Like they really, and I guarantee you, like if they were IRL, they probably would actually do it. I have no doubt. At least I wouldn't say all of them would do it, but like a fair bit. Like if it was real, they would. And that's kind of like the dark scenario of it. That's kind of like the bad side of it. Like. People would actually like eat people or want to get eaten. It's just kind of disturbing, like there's people out there that generally want that. And I mean, for those that don't think it's cannibalism, I mean, if you look at what cannibalism really is, it's really just like eating another thing of your species, really. It's just like, consuming them. Now, of course, I'd say the only scenario where I consider cannibalism to be justified, and let's say that the person already died from starvation. All right, you're like stranded. There's a case in the U.S., I believe, where two people, or a few people, I forget it was two people. I don't remember what really happened, but it was like a few people got stuck out in a boat in a lake, and they were basically running out of food. Now, one of the people there were basically already dead. All right, they died from starvation, and the other person was going to die from starvation too. So of course he did the thing he needed to survive, and he basically, ate the other person, So that's probably the only scenario which I'd say maybe it's justified. And I guess like the courts ruled that too in the US, where basically it was basically not found guilty or anything like that, because there is no like general actually technically a law against cannibalism. I mean, of course there's a law against murder, but that's just kind of the thing. Now, the thing about these Voretards is that of course if they even did it, it would be classified as illegal and everywhere. But, because obviously the person's still alive, you're doing that. It's basically murder at that point. So, it's pretty disturbing, So, a lot of these Voretards, like, I guarantee they would do it. And that's kind of the truth. And somehow they defend it as, like, being closer to your partner or something, which is, like, kind of the thing. So, they'll defend it as being close to their partner. But like once you digest them and stuff, like they're gone forever, like you're not seeing that person ever again. Now let's say that there's some like fairy tale magic where you still talk to them even afterward, but that's not going to happen, guys. Like IRL, like that's like too unrealistic. I mean, even this is unrealistic, but like it happening IRL, but let's say that actually happened. Well, they would probably not talk to the person ever. They can't talk to the person ever again. And I guarantee you within a short period of time, they would try to find another person to date or whatever. It would probably repeat the same process. And that's kind of the truth, It'd essentially be kind of like cheating, essentially. But, I mean, I guess the person's already dead, but still, though, it's kind of like cheating, So, it's kind of like, it really is just generally cursed the more I think about it. Like, thank God VORE is not real, like it's not actually a fetish that can actually exist in the real world. But if it did, oh boy, the world would be a very disturbing place. I could tell you that. Like we'd be, like you'd have to like be on the street and you'd be worried about getting vored or something. Like it's generally like a sad thing, to think about. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. That's what you're